Alright, let's dive into something that's been bugging me lately, private pensions. Now, I know it's not the sexiest topic, but stick with me, because what's really going on here is wild. Here's the hook: private pensions are basically a publicly subsidized gift to the wealthy. Sounds crazy, right? But the more you dig, the more it feels like a system designed to benefit the few at the expense of the many. Let me break it down for you. First off, let's talk about the core issue: tax breaks. Personally, I think this is where the whole thing starts to unravel. Higher-rate taxpayers get a 40% tax break on their pension savings, while everyone else gets just 20%. What many people don't realize is that this isn't just a small perk, it's a massive subsidy. We're talking billions of pounds here. In fact, official figures show that the cost of income tax relief on pensions jumped from £48 billion in 2022 to 23 to £60 billion in 2024 to 25. And guess who's swallowing up the lion's share? The higher earners. This raises a deeper question: why are we essentially using public money to pad the retirement accounts of the wealthy? Now let's step back for a second. What makes this really interesting is how the concept of retirement has shifted over the decades. Retirement used to be a safety net, a way to ensure people could stop working when they were too old or too sick to continue. But now, it's become this aspirational lifestyle thing. People are retiring in their 50s, 60s, and expecting to live another 30 years, taking multiple holidays a year, and living it up. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for enjoying life. But here's the thing: this new retirement dream is only accessible to those with big pension pots. And those pots are getting bigger because of these tax breaks. It's like the system is rewarding the already privileged while leaving everyone else behind. In my opinion, this isn't just about money, it's about intergenerational fairness. Baby boomers and Gen Zers have been able to secure these gold-plated pensions, often through defined benefit schemes that guarantee a certain income. Meanwhile, younger workers are being pushed into defined contribution schemes, which are far less secure and depend on the whims of the stock market. What this really suggests is that the older generations are locking in their gains while leaving the risks to the younger ones. And the worst part? It's all being subsidized by taxpayers, many of whom will never see the same benefits. One thing that immediately stands out is the role of public sector workers in all this. They're some of the biggest winners, with guaranteed pensions linked to their salaries. But here's the kicker: these pensions are often funded by taxpayers, many of whom are struggling to save anything for their own retirement. If you take a step back and think about it, it's like the system is designed to perpetuate inequality. The wealthy get richer, the public sector gets secure retirements, and everyone else is left scrambling. Now, I'm not saying pensions are inherently bad. They're a crucial part of retirement planning. But the way they're structured right now, it's broken. From my perspective, the solution isn't to scrap pensions altogether, it's to level the playing field. Why should higher earners get a 40% tax break when everyone else gets 20%? It doesn't make sense. If we're going to subsidize pensions, it should be in a way that benefits everyone, not just the top. This brings me to my final point: the broader implications of all this. Pensions aren't just about retirement, they're about the kind of society we want to live in. Are we okay with a system that widens the gap between rich and poor? Are we okay with younger generations being left behind? Personally, I think we need to rethink the entire structure. Maybe it's time to cap tax breaks, or redistribute subsidies more fairly. What do you think? Is the current pension system fair, or is it time for a change? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts.